Let's see how things pumped down last night. It looks like that pumped as far as that's going to pump. Oh, he's going to take the hose off. I think I'm going to fire up the gas pumps and let them do what they're going to do. The pond's pretty much down as low as it needs to be right now, though, to do what I've got to do. We accomplished pretty much what I needed it to go down about a foot. Oh yeah, we got grass growing out there in the center. Yeah, it's down far enough. I'm gonna pump it down a little bit more just to have that reserve. If it does rain, it won't get high enough to interfere with what I've got to do. Yeah, we made good progress last night. All this is dry here now. Let's see if he drained the pumps or not. I told him just to idle them back and let them idle for the majority of the night. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. See if they're empty. They are empty, so that's what he did. We still got water in here, so I'm gonna fill them up gas and see if they'll start pumping again. All right, all gas back up. The 3-inch automatically started back up, and there goes the 2-inch. Luckily they didn't freeze last night. I was gonna be a Benton man last night. The temperature got down to 30. The pond froze back again, but I let the pumps run. They probably ran till after midnight, and I was hoping that the heat just probably kept it warm. I don't know. Kept me from having a problem this morning. Alright, well that should pump it down. Looks like they're still in the water far enough. They shouldn't suck any air. And I got a few things to do this morning. I'll be back. I'm going to try to go out here and start scratching all the little trees and bushes up. And might be getting to moving some mud later on today and or first thing in the morning. Gonna fill it up with fuel, grease everything. Since I started the pumps up this morning, it looks like it's gone down some more. That's far enough for me to do what I need to do. It appears that all this, I thought this was going to be deep, but it's all actually ground showing. But I'm going to run out here and start ripping out all these bushes and everything, get all this mess cleaned up all the way around. The weeds I'm not really too worried about. They'll get all mixed in with the mud, but I want to grab all these trees and everything and rip all that out and clear a few trees off the dam here, and I'm gonna take them and push them back down in the woods out of the way, because it's just gonna be a giant wad of mud and roots, kind of like that last pond I just finished from. You scrape all that up and just the root mat is so big from being out here in that kind of wet area, it just grows so dense. So I'm gonna do that and run down there and get that cleaned up like I said, and just get everything ready to start cutting that pond back and filling all this in and redoing the shoreline. So I got down here in the pond, and when I started the pump, you know, all the water was all the way up to here, so we got it down pretty good, and all that's pretty level out there, so I'm really not too worried about bringing it down. You can tell somebody's rode out here, you can see the tire prints. But it seems to be fairly solid. Machine's not sinking down too bad, so that's a good thing. What I'm going to do is run around here and grab out all these bushes and everything, get all that stuff ripped out and piled up there, and probably moved all the way back out of the way. And then tomorrow I'll probably get the grading bucket on there and start right here at this water's edge and just cut that down. Water is down probably, I would say, almost 5 feet from where it's going to be when it fills back up. So if I cut all this down to where the level is right now, when it fills back up, I'll have 5 feet of depth from here all the way to the bank, which will be more than adequate for the area that I have to put dirt. So that's what we're looking to do, is extend the pond over and dig out enough to build a bank back so that all this is not such a swampy wet mess. Make a water hole into a pond is what he told me to do, and I said I can do it. You see what I mean about not burning this stuff? All you do is end up with a giant pile of mud and roots, like I said. So I'm getting all this stuff ripped out and thrown over here to the bank. When I come back, I'll work from the bank to the pile and just kind of transfer everything as I go. That'll kind of knock all this grass down so I can really kind of see how the land lays, and get a little better game plan for what I've got to do here. Nasty stuff. If it wasn't so much of it, I'd just mix it all in with the mud, but it's just gonna not leave a good finished product when I'm trying to grate all this mud out with all this mess mixed in with it. I'm not getting every little piece. I can lose some sticks and stuff, but I don't want all these wads of brush. Just trying to spread it out would just be a pain. Just get the big stuff. The rest of it, I can mix it. That little branch does not want to come with it. Still didn't get it. Made it all the way around with one pass. It's a little muddy, a little goopy. Well, that side wasn't as far to the bank as I thought it was, so I piled up that from there, so I can just take it down there behind the pond dam. And this side right here is about 60 feet wide. It's got to be cleared. I'm going to come back over here and make another pass and lay it back and get it transferred towards the pond dam. So I made the last pass down here, and now I'm transferring all the mud and brush brush back down here so that I can throw it behind the pond dam. If my off-road truck was currently in running condition, we got a cylinder pulled off of it, repacking it, I would bring it over here and load this stuff up and haul it back there, but that's not the current situation, so I'm going to wait. Just transfer it back there with the machine here. Once you start transferring it, it just gets all the mud and everything mixed in with it. Wetter up here than I was expecting it to be. Figured it would kind of drain on down, but it hasn't. It's going to be a little interesting how well that stays on a slope. I have to stack it up and let it drain a little while and get it where it'll stay put. I don't know. Just have to figure it out as I go. That's normally how it ends up happening. Come up with a game plan, but just have to change it as we go. Here's another snapping turtle that is not happy with me at the moment. That's a big one. Throw him over here and he can go about his merry way. I'm not cleaning it all up, just getting the bulk of it, so when I put all this dirt over here, I'm not having to try to spread out this stuff. That doesn't grade very well. I don't think. The more I got thinking about it, maybe trying to mulch it, but I don't think the mini excavator would have fared too well down here. It's just too wet and muddy. You can't really pull yourself with that mulcher on there, and I really don't want to stick it all down in the mud. If I get, buried up a little bit or something. I'll just stick to what always works. Ripping it out, grubbing it, pile it up. take off and go down the front face of the pond dam here and grub all this stuff out. Hopefully the mud's not too deep. Ooh, starting to get a little deep right there though. I'll go as far as I feel like I can go. And I can do the rest from up top. I'm gonna do actually grab that from up top. That way I don't disturb all this. Because if I go out here and stir it all up and make a big muddy mess, I'll have to deal with it later. I'm getting it cleaned up. So I'm gonna try to use some of this material to fix that pond dam a little bit. I don't want to turn it into a liquid mess. I'll go up top of the pond dam and grub it out from up there. Alright, I'm going to grab all the bushes and everything. Walk down the pond dam here. Up. How muddy is that? Ooh. Yeah, there ain't gonna be no going out there. That's gonna be a whatever I can grab from the bank deal right there. I didn't think it was gonna be that soft. Oh well. Get what I can get from the shoreline, and the rest will be underwater pretty far. Be able to come down what I wanted to do was drive out there from here, but it's not looking very promising without getting in a little over my head there, trying to avoid that. Couple more of these trees out. It wants to make the pond dam a little bit wider. Those gum trees down there, they'll stand a little dirt around, but these maple trees won't fare too well. down the big or young trees on the backside of the pond dam just to try to get some more sunlight on this thing and dry it out. It stays pretty wet. Timber! That wasn't really a big timber, that was just to kind of ease it over. Break it up again. Just gonna make life easier cleaning this up. Come on, tear off of there. I didn't break it enough. Went down the field there a little ways and cut a little spot into the wood line to pile this stuff up in it. Originally I wasn't going to take down all these trees, so that's why I was just going to pile it up in the wood, because normally it would just be a giant pile of mud and sticks, but this would probably burn, but no more than it is. It can just tuck down into the woods over there and not have to deal with it. Because try to pile this stuff up, burn this old green stuff, it'll just take forever. That tomorrow, we'll let the pump finish running and get the water down a little bit more. Come back tomorrow and finish clearing those trees off. I'll probably take those and go down that side of the field and tuck them in the woods over there. Well, so much for cleaning it the other day. The only thing bad about working in the mud, the tracks grab a stick or something and it just flings it all over everything. So I got all the brush around here cleared off and piled up right there. Cleared me a path in the woods over there, a little spot to dump it all. Got another pile over there, and I started clearing the backside of the pond dam here. Originally we were going to leave that and try to add some dirt, but it's just going to be best to take the trees off. And I'm thinking I might be able to come down here and grab some of that and lay up against this bank and then reach over, and I'm just going to use that to, that's going to be my dirt for the dam here, to widen that out. We got to use what we got. The owner said that when they originally dug this, that's like 18 feet deep right there. I stuck the bucket right, literally is right here. I reached out there and it went about 7 feet in the water before it hit anything, as far as I could reach. So it's pretty doggone deep right there. I'm not sure why it's so deep right there, but it is. So we'll stay away from that area. I was hoping it wasn't so deep so that I could maybe put a little bit of material on this slope, because it's like a straight down drop. But if it's that deep, anything that I lay right here is just going to slide right straight off. So what I might have to do is just add some more to the backside to make it a little bit wider. Ain't nothing you can do with it. You can't stack mud on a straight up and down slope. But anywho, I'm gonna let that run, and I'll be back tomorrow. We'll probably put the grading bucket on and start moving mud.